Hi, so this is a reading that I've done for Lindsay today and is the 2nd of May then, 2018. Hi Lindsay, you okay? So the cards that we pulled out for you today, I just spent a bit of time meditating, looking at your picture. I'm really focusing on your energy. So the cards that we've had then is the Knight of Wands, and that was the first card, and you can see there's a man and he's riding his chariot, and he's got quite a lot of passion in his card, in his flame then, and he's really riding towards what he hopes to be a better future. So that's the first one. We've then got the Page of Pentacles, okay, and this is a really nice card. It's quite optimistic of a lot of growth and financial security, but also really, you know, you can see he's a little bit sad as well. So what's going on there? So we'll explore that a little bit further. We've got the Chariot, so we're heading away from trauma and, you know, what's caused us a little bit of anxiety, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. So we've got the choice between what we feel is right and what we feel is wrong, and sometimes these can represent our emotions. We've got them represented in the clouds in the background. And then we have the Knight of Cups. What a lovely card to have. So we've got the man holding our heart and our dreams and walking upstream to our future together. However, if you notice, the current is actually going down, so sometimes there's a little bit of a struggle in. I'll explain that in a little bit. So we've then got the Justice card, and that's all about balance and building strong foundations and just showing us, you know, exactly where our life is at the moment and everything's where it should be. So nice few cards to have, and as I said, this is one for Lindsay. So I've wrote a few things down then of once I was meditating and thinking of your energy. And for me, I'm feeling that there's quite a need for lust and some passion in your life. You are truly committed, but you're rushing to the end goal. Not quite getting the quick results that you want. You know, you want that passion, you want that release, you want that connection, but it feels like there's a bit of a struggle with putting the time and the effort in. By focusing on charging forward, you're not really seeing exactly what you've got right now. It feels like you need a bit of a clear plan. You need to be less focused on the passion and the end result, and put more effort into here and now, because at the moment there's, you know, a lot of good things in your life. This card reminds you that yes, it's great to have enthusiasm and to see what other people have got, and you know how to challenge your energy in that way. But it feels like, you know, there's a lot of change and action around you, and you're seeing this with like friends or, you know, other people in relationships, and you're seeing all that passion, and you know, you're a little bit wondering, where's mine? Why can't I have that time? And we get very focused on how other people seem to be living their life, and we forget about what we have. Yeah, so at the moment, it feels like you're a little bit angry. You feel like you've been denied something, and it's making your self-esteem a little bit lower than what it should be. The Page of Pentacles, you've got a lot of good things going on in your life at the moment. But you do feel a little bit stuck. So although you've got everything, you've got, if I show you in the picture, you've got a lot of growth. You're able to, you know, put food on the table. You've got solid foundations, you know, life at the moment is pretty good. You know, there's quite clear sky, there's not an awful lot going on, and you're feeling a little bit, what more can I do? What can I do for me? So it's kind of like you're saying, I'm not just mum. What about me, Lindsay? What can I do with my life? Where am I going? It does feel like you're a little bit codependent on your partner, and maybe you've lost some sense of like your own security. You know, if my partner leaves, how am I going to pay the mortgage? You know, there's a little bit of undecidedness there really, and that's making you self-doubt yourself then and doubt your worth. But there is thought, if you maybe, like, you know, there's a possibility if you wanting to go and learn something to grow in a different area, what you find then is you see like the bit of blue then is like, you know, your growth emotionally as well. So, you know, by going and learning a new task or doing something just for you, you're gonna have that movement forward then. So you know, it's a really good card, but it has got some movement there as well. Maybe you need to just tweak a little bit and just see how you feel then. So then we've got the Chariot, and it shows that you're struggling against your own demons emotionally. So you know, we've got what's right and what's wrong, and we all have this internal battle in our lives. Rather than focusing on what you haven't got, and maybe there's like, you know, in the black horse, we've got the black horse, which is showing a little bit of darkness, but we've got the envious and the red eyes then on the white horse. You know, maybe rather than focusing on what you haven't got and what other people seem to have, and especially in this day and age, people tend to put a lot of effort really into making their lives look a bit better than what they are in social media. You know, focus on yourself and how you feel about yourself and your relationship. It doesn't matter what you see, you know. People are always going to be, you know, they say I'm in the best relationship I am, you know, they're always going to paint a better picture of themselves. But for yourself, rather than focusing on what you haven't got and watching other people going out and, you know, enjoying themselves and seeming to have this really easy life, think of your own battles, you know, and what you actually have got. So rather than running away and thinking I need to charge forward and I'm going ahead with this, maybe recognise more that in this moment